So you've got your notebook and a pen, maybe a friend, and a timer set for 90 minutes. And if you don't have those things, press pause on me and go get them and come right back. Hi, and welcome to Write It Out for the week of October 1st, 2023. Write It Out is brought to you by Write for Wellness. Write for Wellness provides workshops and events and writing prompts every week just to help you write and find out what's on your mind. The most important thing is to turn off the editor in your head. Don't worry about spelling, punctuation, or grammar. It doesn't even need to make sense. The most important thing is to get the words out of your head, out of your heart, and onto the page. Editing can come like way later, if it comes at all. So find a comfortable place to sit, somewhere where you won't be disturbed or interrupted too much. And I like to begin with a short relaxation. So close your eyes or just watch the screen and take a nice deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Just relax. Relax your eyes, your ears, your jaw. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Follow your shoulders down into your arms, relaxing. Relaxing to elbows, to wrists, right into hands. Feel the heat that's in your hands and the aliveness that's there. And again, from your neck and your spine, follow down, relaxing behind your lungs, your heart space, your belly, right down into your hips, your sitting bones. And from your hips and your sitting bones, follow your legs across to knees, and from knees, down into ankles, and from ankles into feet. Feel the ground beneath your feet supporting you there. Feel that connection to the ground, the floor, the land, the earth. And take a couple more nice deep breaths. And become present again. And I did forget to mention earlier at the start, so what to write? Well, you might want to write a journal entry, a letter, a poem, a story, a song, a list. Anything at all that's asking to be written is just right for today. So again, no editing, just writing, and make sure you take the time. So the word prompt for today is the word reconciliation, or reconcile, or reconciling, or reconciled, or whatever that word makes you think of. And the story prompt is from the book The Right to Write by Julia Cameron. So here's our story prompt for this week. One of the simplest and smartest things I ever learned about writing is the importance of a sense of direction. Writing is about getting something down, not about thinking something up. Whenever I strive to think something up, writing becomes something I must stretch to achieve. It becomes loftier than I am, perhaps even something so lofty it is beyond my grasp. When I am trying to think something up, I am straining. When, on the other hand, I am focused about just getting something down, I have a sense of attention, but not a sense of strain. Another way to think of it is that writing is the art of taking dictation, not giving it. When I listen to what I hear and simply jot that down, the flow of idea is not mine to generate, but to transcribe. When, on the other hand, I struggle to write, it is because I am trying to speak on the page. rather than listen there. Once writing becomes an act of listening, instead of an act of speech, a great deal of the ego goes out of it. Instead of self-consciously thinking about the sentence I have written, I find myself amazed and interested by the sentence that seemed to want themselves written. Instead of being an act of pontification, writing becomes an act of revelation. This is true for any writer who lets writing write through them. We, the writers, as much as any reader, are in for the treat of discovering what comes next. So that's your story prompt for today. Again, your word prompt is the word reconciliation. You've got 90 minutes on your timer. Press pause on me and write it out. And welcome back. Please take the time to thank yourself for showing up for you today, to do some writing. Maybe you'll look back on what you've written today and find some jewels in there, some gems, something that you hadn't expected to find, some words of wisdom that came across on the page that you hadn't even realized as you were writing it. That's the magic or the gift of writing. That's what I hope for you. So we will finish this week with a new poem for the fall season. And this poem is called I Love This Land by Chief R. Stacy LaForme of the Mississauga of New Credit First Nation. You were and always shall be my brother. We were all the same color, wrapped in the flag of this nation. My blood flowed as freely as yours. Mixed in the fields, one could not be distinguished from the other. Yet when we came home, when the nation's colors were removed, differences became apparent. Not between you and me, God willing, never, but in the eyes of those for whom we laid down our lives. Oh, we still stood shoulder to shoulder in the parades, but the government thought that your life was more valuable than mine. So you were given land, property, while I waited, and I waited. I know what you were given was not enough for what we endured. Still, it was much more than I am not envious of you, brother. I believe you deserve even more than you received. But it hurt me very badly. I am not ashamed to say I cried, and why not? I bled, I died, I killed. Why does my country think I am unworthy? The enemy I fought could never be as cruel as the people I came back to embrace. I gave so much, lived through so much, and then you who I would give all for, you pushed me aside as if I was inconsequential. I feel as if I have been spit upon by one I honored. Do I feel good having to ask you for what should have been given long ago? No. In fact, I am a little ashamed to ask for justice in this, for I never went to war for money, for glory, for reward. I went because it was the right thing to do, and God forgive me, I would go again. This may seem an old wound to you, but it is a wound that never heals, for it is a wound to my people's heart and soul, and insult to our pride, and we deserve so much better, especially from you. And that's our poem for the fall. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. It's an honor to be able to share these writing prompts with you, and I hope you join me in the writing journey. Stay well. Bye for now.